You.
Hey.
Yo, we back. Episode 2.
Hey.
Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's really like from the last time we recorded the episode, it's been a little bit of a while.
Yeah.
But
how's 2022? How it been treating y'all so far? You know, we 3 weeks in?
I'm gonna put it this way. I got a trip booked every single month. I'm out.
oh,
It's lit.
Oh wow.
so
I caught the fucking vid
so
on the 4th day of the year.
Did that too.
No.
On
way.
I think I was diagnosed the 4th too. Either the 3rd or the 4th.
Yeah. It caught me bad. It caught me real bad. I was down bad.
yeah,
I was down for 2 weeks.
I didn't start the year off bad. It was a good year. Got into a car accident last year, like at the end of the year, like a few days before the damn year ends. Someone hits my car, but it's all good. I'm
See,
good.
That's what happened. You said the damn year. See?
Yeah, nah,
More
but the
important, how was the birthday? The birthday boy.
oh man, the birthday boy, yeah man.
Birthday
The
boy.
birthday was good. I was with the homies. It was a good birthday. Got to enjoy with my wife, friends. Got some good gifts from the wife. Gave the wife some good gifts for Christmas. For those that don't know, I am a Christmas Eve baby. December 24th. Capricorns with my cap side. But it sounds like there's a lot of hate on this end. You hear this? Yeah. Fuck both of y'all. Capricorns, baby. Yeet. Yeah. No luck. Wow. That's how y'all feel? Nah, but you know it's crazy when Leo season ramping around and they put their little Leo shit up and the lions and shit. Don't matter what sign, everybody hype. Leo season's up. Y'all gonna respect the Capricorn, but I'm gonna let y'all rock.
What Leo's got to do with this?
Cause they the most popular ones. I think that's the most popular sign, Leos.
No.
Yo, you just saying whatever.
I don't know what you're basing that off of.
You just throwing out shit now.
But
No.
factually, my zodiac sign has the most people, and that's Libra. And I think it has something to do with my birthday, September 27th. I was probably conceived
unfortunate.
around New Year's. There's
Yeah.
something about that.
But Libra is like y'all kind of like a Pokemon sign. Yeah, there's a Pokemon called Libra. I mean, but you know what? We're not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna play with y'all. Yo, you see how tight she got?
What?
I'm so puzzled.
I love Pokemon. I loved Pokemon. I don't know no Libra.
Now there's a Pokemon that's like literally emulated after a Libra, and I think the name is Libra. But we gonna
fact check that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you
later on.
because you
But-
just lost me just now.
But aside from that, so you got trips booked out. Life is good on my end. Life is good on your end. You COVID free.
I'm COVID free.
Okay.
I got some good news, you know, but I'm gonna wait because I'm off the grid. I'm letting everybody know now. I didn't block anybody. I ain't block you. I don't hate you. I'm just off the grid. I'm off the grid indefinitely until further notice. It's been great.
Who you hiding from? Somebody trying to get you on Maury?
I'm actually not hiding from anybody. You know, this is just my own little spiritual growth thing, and it's been working out. I've been manifesting a lot. You know, a lot of
Go
good
talking
things
to the
that
mic. Talk.
Oh, so sorry. A lot of good things have been happening. I can't wait to share them. Right now, I'm just keeping everything close to the vest, and then I'm just gonna. So in the meantime,
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate on that.
Oh, and I got good news too, but I think I'm gonna wait till after I graduate. You know the vibes. Degree loading.
talk that talk.
Yeah.
Talk that
Yeah.
talk.
But anyways,
Let's get into it.
so we talking about waiting today. But before we jump into that, there's been a few things that's happened. Like
Yeah,
Shit.
we
Within the
caught up
past-
with each other.
within the
Now,
past
what's going on?
Yeah, within the past few weeks, we're gonna start with, I guess, the good, which is the Pastor Todd situation.
Mike Todd situation. Damn.
In theory, a good person, right?
In theory.
Nah,
he
he's
is
a great
good
dude.
man.
I think we all can agree. In
Yeah,
theory,
great dude. We
solid dude.
watch his my wife and I, we watch him on Sundays that we can't make it to church. Especially with COVID and everything. Being home, he's been very good with the outreach.
Yeah, I've followed his work for quite some time, and I do admire the level of theatrics that he puts into animating the messages that he spews out. I think he went a little overboard. I think he had a little too much a little too much dip in his chip.
I'll say this. The message was well received. No, in the sense of I understood what he was saying. When he started spitting in his hand, I understood what he was saying. I just didn't think he was really going to plaster it on my man's face.
See,
So when he was talking about it, I was like, oh, okay, I see where you going. You getting the reactions, but I thought he was just going to take a napkin, wipe it off, keep it moving.
The last time somebody did that to me, I'll just put it this way: I wouldn't want that in front of everybody on stage, and you know what I'm saying. It wasn't that kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, how'd you make this about sex?
I'm just.
And wait, time out. Hold on.
I mean, there's a time and a place when that's okay. It just wasn't on stage during his
Okay,
testimony.
Lo, hold on.
Oh my
hold on.
God.
There's a time and a place.
We're going to venture off that topic for a second.
oh my God.
You that nigga spit on your face?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, I don't even know what.
Oh my God.
Oh! He needs some milk.
Evidently, literally.
Y'all gotta get exploratory. But that's not what this is about. This is
We're
about
not-
Oh,
outside.
nah, we're not. No, you hold on. Hold on.
Y'all playing with God's
Wait,
word.
first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You just said. Wait.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
how was that experience?
I mean, okay, if we're gonna go there for a moment,
We need to get off that topic.
you know,
complete.
some people like you see like spitting in mouths. I'm not saying I'm here for that, but you know, the spit into the mouth and this, it can happen. It can happen,
We were
and
talking about
so we're gonna get back to that. We'll save that for a later episode.
Oh no, we gonna before the episode's over.
I'm all for spinning the block
I'm
on
gonna-
this conversation, but not while we talking about the word. Not
Nah.
on my God's
Oh
word.
no, we gonna come back to this after we finish that topic. I'm gonna get back to you later.
Yeah, we gonna
Cause I need to know.
what?
I'm sorry, now I just can't get the visual of Lauren has that thing on. Like I'm just imagining her in his place with the stuff leaking. You remember when he pulled it off his mouth and it was like, yeah. But we gonna keep. But my thing was when he was talking, I understood the message because I know. And with Todd, with Pastor Todd, he's very good with the visuals. He's very good with the visuals.
Very animated.
Yeah, and it's the messages are usually well received and everybody understands it. It catches you and it hits you. So when he started spinning, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like he's trying to get people grossed out a little bit, but he's gonna get him napkin and wipe his hand and we gonna move forward until he really just. And then it's and it was.
I this is a tough conversation. This is a tough discussion to shed light on because I don't like to get too deep into religion.
Oh, you gotta get into the mic.
Sorry.
You be running away from the mic. I don't know why.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
How's that pause? I said you be running away from the mic.
Pause.
You act like I said you spit on the mic.
Don't never run away from the mic, Rico. If I don't teach you nothing else, you take that mic.
It don't matter what year you hit. Motherfuckers is still gonna be immature. You hear that shit? This junior high shit, niggas run away from the mic, and he gonna take that as like.
Pause.
You act like I said, bless the mic, nigga. Like,
Oh, you gotta stop. You
but go ahead.
stop.
But go ahead, Reed. Go ahead.
But this is one of the biggest things that a lot of people have. A lot of issues. This is one of the biggest issues that people have with religion because things get taken way far out of context. Like, I'm not the biggest Bible reader, but I am familiar with the story that he was emulating, and he went a little too far. He went a little too far with that one.
The only thing that I'll add to this topic is that when you watch the video, to me, it seems like the gentleman whom he placed his saliva on was expecting it. I don't think he looked surprised. So
yeah, he was expecting that. Like
maybe he got a check. If somebody said, "I'll cut a check for you," if you,
nah, but they definitely spoke before
on how that conversation.
Nah, but they definitely spoke about it. But like, and the thing is, you gotta understand too. Like, and this is where his message was understood by me. People respect his word and believe his word so much that he was okay standing there and letting him do that. That's how much he believed in the word, because you got to understand, sometimes Pastor Todd has spoken to people that are going through things and he reaches into their heart.
So if Pastor Todd asks you to spit, for him to wipe his spit in your face,
is there a check
there's
involved?
No. First of all, see, now there's a difference. I don't go to his church like that. So I haven't really, like, I listen to his words speak to me. But I'm not going to let no man.
So if you were visiting Mike Todd's church and he picked you out the crowd because he said, you know what, the Lord said something to me and he told me to come up to you directly, Emmanuel.
I'll tell you what, the spit would have hit my face. Cool. I'm going to let it rock for the purpose of the world's watching. But best believe when we walk off that stage, we are going to have a conversation. Because my man, you ain't preparing me for that. We didn't have a conversation. Because the thing is, I know that man was prepared for it. Like, he had to have spoken to him before. Like, yo, listen, I am going to do something that is going to be really out of pocket. And you're not going to like it. But this is what I'm going to do. Are you cool with that?
When my man wiped the spit off his mouth, if
he didn't talk to him, if he did not talk to that man prior, then that's love right there, man. And I feel like those two are related because the guy kind of looks like him, like beard pattern, like they kind of look alike. Regardless if he had a hat on.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and make any excuse. I don't care if you're my brother. I don't care if you're my best friend. I don't care who you are. I'm not wiping your spit off my mouth and think that's gonna be rocky. I'm sorry. That's not how God designed me.
Man.
That's not how God designed me. I confidently can say that I do not believe that that's how God designed me to withstand somebody wiping their spit in my face to share his word. I'm sorry. No.
I think Pastor Todd went on to offer his apologies over social media. I think he acknowledged that he was in the wrong for that.
No.
I don't even.
Absolutely. I don't.
You know what it was?
I don't have anything against Mike Todd. I would still listen to his sermons. I have nothing against. I think he bugged out.
I don't think what he did was wrong in the sense of.
I don't think it was.
His heart was in a great place.
Yes.
It was in a great place. It's just, I guess people weren't ready for that. Like, it was like, yo, you just really wiped spit on this man's face. Like that's the reaction. And the reaction was, it was like, and I get what he was saying. Like, yo, people not gonna like it. Their reaction's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nasty. And he took it there and he got nasty. And the reactions were received as he said in the word. So it's like, some people weren't bothered by it. Believe it or not, some people were not bothered by what he said. They was like, "Oh,
I would have rathered him." And if he's gonna emulate exactly what was said in the Bible, I would have rathered him take his spit, rub it with some dirt. Then I don't know. Maybe then it's not so bad because it's rubbed with dirt. I got dirt and spit in my face. I don't know. Because the story in the Bible it's pretty much, I think Jesus he rubbed his spit with dirt and it turned into clay and he rubbed it over a blind man's eyes. So
But-
if you're gonna do that,
But I don't even think.
I might be a little bit more passive.
But I don't even think that was the story he was trying to go for. Like the story.
Raw spit?
No. The story. Now we don't know that story, but I don't think that was he wasn't. I didn't watch the whole sermon, but beforehand, watching the couple minutes before, he wasn't really talking about that. He was just talking about how he'll give you, like God could give you something and take it back sometimes, just because He's going to give you something greater. Now it might not be the best, or it might not be the best reaction, because people will react like when he said about the whole giving the car back. You might have to sell that nice car and ride the hoopty for a year, but next year you're gonna have 2 cars type stuff. So it was like I was trying to figure out with it. I was trying to figure. I was like, yo, dude, you didn't have to do it with the spit.
Yeah.
You could have just took You could have just took raw mud and wiped on his face.
I think we all can agree it's a hell nah, but he not canceled though.
Yeah,
Not canceled.
You can't cancel that man.
He's still solid.
That man has done great things for the community and just for people in general that's been going through it. Like,
but now, what was the bad? What's the bad in today's current events?
that was
Antonio.
Your boy
that was
AB.
Antonio. That was AB, man. Listen, I rock with AB, man. Like, that man's a savage.
What's the story about that? Because like I told y'all, I am off
So-
the grid, so I don't know entirely what.
So basically, during a regular season game, a few games ago actually, he I get because he's been out, he was hurt, and he was returning, he's doing his thing, and he thought like, yo, maybe I'll be able to do something or whatnot, and he spoke to the coaching staff before whatever, they text or whatever, and they was like, yo, just still come down,
Yeah.
suit up and then see what happens.
Yeah.
And with respect, like, and somebody like AB, like, and that's why people try to challenge his mental. Yo, that man is like, he loves football, like, and he loves the work ethic that he puts behind it. So it's like he was already on the field, and he already tight that he can't play. Like, he wants to play, but he can't hurt. So he told the coach, like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And I guess the coach was just like, yo, you know what? Then get the fuck out of here then.
Really?
He said, get the fuck out of here. And some people, everybody could quarterback and be like, yo, what he did was wrong. I stand with that man. He did what he believed was right. He said, yo, you know what? All right. He literally said, all right, I'm out. And
He's what it
he
is.
took his jersey off. Now some people would be like, oh, he could have just walked off the field and not do too much, and he could have just left his clothes on and just went straight to the locker room, or he could have waited till after the game. Nah. That's what that man felt like doing. You see, that's where the power of free speech is beautiful. You do what you feel you need to do. He didn't assault nobody. He ain't curse nobody out. He just said, all right, get the fuck out. All right. If you in somebody's house, because and one of the things you got to understand, as a player on a team, that's not your team. That's the team you play for. That's the team, like the home fans you rock with and stuff like that. That's your jersey, but that team is owned by somebody. So that's not 100% your house. That's your house
For the time being.
for the time being until you out. So when they trade you, that's no longer your house. So he was just, when somebody told you get the fuck out their house, he said, all right, you the coach. Because at the end of the day, that coach is still there, right?
Fair. Lo, are you familiar with it?
As someone who, quite honestly, I just don't support the NFL and never have. I try to stay hip on current events and how players are doing. I think all I can say is I'm proud of AB because I feel like he's exposing. I think he's exposing the frauds and he's exposing the crooks. And a lot of people that haven't had the balls to do that in a very long time. So I'm glad he came out with with the timestamps on the text messages and like, nah, this is what it really is. And he's really stating his piece, because it's very easy. I was someone who, when I saw AB do that, I was like, oh, another case of CTE. This nigga bugged out. He's crazy. Like, you know, whatever. But, you know, it's these systems, these programs, they drive you to, they can drive you to that point. And I'm glad that he took responsibility, control, and ownership of the situation. He's speaking about it. He's been on a lot of podcasts. He's been featured quite a bit, stating his piece. And it's cool. It's good. I'm supportive. I hope he finds success in something else. It might not be football anymore.
He gonna get picked up by another team. That's guaranteed. Listen, that's AB. That man still got juice, fire, and oil in him. That man's a savage.
Well, that I wouldn't necessarily agree with. I don't think any player should just, like, you know. I know he was instructed to leave, but he made a presentation out of it, and I don't think that that's good.
No, but he made the presentation for that team. Because remember, when AB was on the Raiders, AB had that situation with the helmet when they was like, "Yo, we want you to play with a particular helmet." He didn't want that. He wanted the helmet that he always played with. So it was just like, it was a problem. Now, whatever the guidelines are with that particular helmet and why they don't want it to be used and blah blah blah. But that man, he was real, and he was okay with walking away from the team. And he did.
Yeah, and he only got but so many of those in his back pocket. I don't think. How about
but
we leave on
you know
that
what it
point?
is?
Do we think that he's gonna? You think he's gonna get picked up? By
I think he's gonna get picked up by another team. There's been other players picked up for worse. Worse.
We'll see. And as vocal as he's been about it,
worse.
All right. The little bit that you know of the situation, you think, what do you predict?
I think anything's possible, to be honest. Yeah, I think anything is possible. Would he get picked up again? I could see it.
And
Manny's right.
Yeah.
Worse is happening.
And his situation, like, and I know a lot of people probably trying to say like, oh damn, he's Colin Kaepernick. Nah, it's Colin Kaepernick's situation was it was like him versus America.
Yeah.
AB's situation was just him versus the coaching staff. Like, yo, bro, you told me get the fuck out. All right, bro. But everybody still love him for it. They still respect. Even when he took the jersey off, people was cheering him. They still rock with him. At the end of the day, you a man first. That's it.
Nah, I respect it. And
let's get to the ugly.
Oh,
I know you was waiting for that one. Let's get into it.
Oh man, listen.
Because I actually don't know this one. I don't know this story either, so y'all gotta fill me in.
We did post a post that they made like about a month ago or so. Fresh and Fit podcast. Lauren is very big on not giving certain people the energy, like Kevin Samuels.
Yo, I said I didn't want to hear that name. I didn't want to hear that name.
Man, you got no chill.
I don't want to hear that name.
Fresh and Fit.
Walking off the next time I hear that name.
For those that don't know, Fresh and Fit, they said some pretty out of pocket things that,
from what I'm hearing, misogynistic.
And the other day they had what's her name, Brittany
Renner,
yeah,
Bundles
Brittany
of
Renner,
Brit,
on a show with DJ Academics, and they kind of like they shut her off. And she did give a little bit of her story as far as like I'm be real, I think she trolled everybody with the whole like going after like athletes and stuff. It was because she was like, oh, you want to paint that picture of me? All right. So if that's what you want to paint of me, I'm going to go do that. But I think it was a troll. And I think like the Fresh and Fit, the guys, they ran with that and was like, yo, girls like you, what was it? Girls like you aren't special or only after one thing.
Yep. And Brittany, whom, you know, she's not my favorite, right? She has her own issues with being known for kind of coming up on athletes, and she has a baby daddy that was for the sole intention of a baby daddy. But she did a great job of standing her ground and defending herself. She's like, but nigga, you're not shit. Like, what put you in a position where you can speak about me and what I'm doing? And I don't think this podcast is shit. You know, like, why are you coming out your face?
let's get into specifics. What exactly was said? All right, maybe not specifics, but like give me like the spark.
He basically said women aren't special. Like women
I feel like Lauren has a lot more to share.
Oh,
Yeah, just call me out. Why don't you? Tell me to quote things off top. I got you.
she about to pull it up, but he basically said, yo, women aren't special, and I kind of understood what he was saying, but
why did you understand what he was saying?
I look at it as every woman should be treated the same. Every woman is beautiful.
Okay.
Every woman is beautiful.
Okay.
Shape, size, color, tone, beautiful.
And what was his reasoning for this?
His idea of not special is like the way he said it. It was kind of like y'all ain't shit. Like pull up, spread them cheeks. Let me do what I do. Keep it moving. That's how it came out. And it was just like, yo, bro, and he generalized every female. He didn't say some, he didn't say most. He said all.
Okay.
I'm gonna read. I'll be really quick. I just want to read it. So the co-host of Fresh and Fit, Myron Gaines, went off on a rant explaining how Brittany Renner should accept that successful men are going to cheat in a relationship, and she should stay with NBA basketball player PJ Washington. Gaines said, "Society teaches women that they're special and they deserve the best guy, and that guy is going to be committed to them, which is a huge lie we tell women. The more successful the man, the less likely he's going to be monogamous to you sexually. He's going to F other Bs, but he's going to come to you." And I tell girls all the time, yo, if you got a 1% guy, hold on to him. If he Fs with these other Bs, that's fine. He's going to come home to you. That's all that matters. And then he continues to tell Brittany that Brittany comes back and says, he then continued by saying, "I would try to work it out with him, man. If I was the girl, I would try to work it out with him. That's the father of your child," so on and so forth. And then Brittany comes back and she says, "What do you gain from telling girls they're not special? How does that make you feel? Because if I say you're a bitch ass nigga, that does something for me. You're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. It's forgettable. Hate the setup, the name, so on and so forth."
Oh, so this went left.
It went she was very vocal.
And but
yeah, that nigga was bugging.
But to tell you, all women are special, but I don't think we should place any other woman above each other. Like they're all beautiful the same. Like y'all all great. And I feel like even some women where their hearts are misplaced, there's a reason why their hearts are misplaced. There's a heartbreak that occurred. There's an environment that she grew up in. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like every female at one point in time.
I think this particular debate, it was kind of hard to watch because we already walked into it not necessarily caring for Brittany, right? So on one hand, it's like, honestly, we kind of understood what he was saying. We're not
happy about her actions.
It's not rob Brittany, right?
But she did explain her point though.
Yeah.
She said, I was ready to really commit to this guy, and this was it. Because she specifically said, I always told myself any man that I had a child for, that's it. It wasn't even about, some girls are like marriage, and she said, whoever I chose to carry their child, that is the person that I want to build my family with. And that was, and I guess, I don't know what background she's come from. I don't know how strong her family background is. Maybe she wants that because maybe she didn't have that, or maybe she had that and that's something that she always wants for her kids. And she maybe saw a friend that went through not having a family. She was like, if I have a kid, this is what I want to give them.
I get that from an empathetic standpoint, but I hate to have to sound like a guy, but I'm a guy. I'm sorry. It has to be. I get that this is what you want, but it has to be mutual. Okay, this is who you want to have a child with, but do they want to have a child with you as well?
No, and he did. They had a kid. He could easily say, "Yo, shorty, get rid of that." He's an NBA player. Like
I mean, regardless if he would have said, "Shorty, get rid of it."
But I guess a lot of people was just like, "Yo, bro, she trapping you," right?
Mm-hmm.
He did his because he may not necessarily be 100% innocent in the situation.
Yeah,
because there's the cheating.
She absolutely. Let's be clear, Manny, because I feel like she absolutely trapped him. You know, she was showing up to like his high school games.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
She's like I don't know. She's like 10 years older than him, nah? That's
she
not
dated him, bro.
But guess what? Here's the problem now. He's a NBA player. You are a professional athlete. Going into that, and I'm not an NBA player. I'm not a professional athlete, but I know certain individuals that have gone into those things, whether it be playing overseas or actually got to the league. And that's the number one thing they tell you. Watch out. Watch out.
But that's any black man for any woman at any point. It's like, y'all, I hate to generalize, but I'm going to generalize. A lot of black men are out here getting baited. I don't care if you're an NBA player or not. This shit is happening left and right, and there's no excuses. There's no excuses for it. We can all name probably 5 individual black men that we know of that knocked up somebody and they are no longer with that woman. It was a oopsie.
Yeah, that's easy.
They're either no longer together or they're together just because.
Yo,
it's not easy.
They usually say,
but no, it's not easy. It's not easy to do that. Why? How? If it's not easy for me to get knocked up by a man,
what I'm saying
and have
is,
their child.
What I'm saying is, I know for a fact he knew she was at them damn games, them high school games,
and he was a child.
Hold on. She was popular 10, 15 years ago. She shows up to your game. Hold on. Listen to me. Hear my point. Mm-hmm. Because how old is she now?
Probably, let's say 33.
33. So 10 years ago, she was 23.
Okay.
Because Shorty's been popular for a minute.
Okay.
So if she showed up to your games, you telling me you ain't noticed she was at your games, bro?
What's the point that you're trying to make?
The point is being like a lot of these women, because she's not the only female that does it. A lot of these women, they go to these games, they're looking for that. That's what they want.
So you're justifying her baiting him. Because that's
no, hold on.
That's what she
we
did.
know she said she went to the games. She's been going to other games, the college games. She's been going to those.
Okay.
And hold on. But hold on. Because of his story, them young boys coming up in college, you see her at your game. What should you do after my man?
Regardless of what you should do, are you arguing that she trapped him? Is that what's going on here?
I'm not arguing. No. Listen, we gonna agree. She trapped him.
Oh, okay.
She trapped him. No, she trapped him. But let's not also act like you ain't had the homies in your ears telling you, yo, you know who that is? Yo, yeah, take that. Cause hold on, she was at these basketball games back then, but she was at your NBA games a few years ago, correct? Am I right or am I wrong? She been popular for the last 10 years.
Okay.
You telling me dudes know her reputation. She's spoken about it on her platforms. Before she got with you, you gonna tell me none of your friends, none of your homies, not a manager, not a PR rep, none of that, gonna reach in your ear and be like, yo, bro, watch out with that one. She got stained.
I'm gonna, because we could all say a lot about her as an individual. I do think just getting to the point so that we can get towards the topic of the night. I think that I don't care who she is. I don't care how she did it. I don't care what she did. I think these hosts of this godforsaken podcast, I don't know where it came from, but wherever they got off, I think problem number one, honestly, is they don't have any female. They don't have any female representation as a podcast member. Like you guys are so fortunate to have. They keep speaking on matters of women and about women.
You know what's crazy?
Doing a hella disrespectful way.
You know what's crazy? They actually have females on their podcast.
Well, as guests or as actual.
No, those girls. I think there's like 2-3 of them that's like always there. And what's funny is Brittany touched on that. She said, and them girls you got on your podcast, them dummies, they just sit there and nod to whatever you say. They are yes bitches. I was like, oh shit. Basically, that's no, and she touched on that. She's like those girls that because they always have girls on their podcast, but those girls they never disagree with them.
Are you saying guests or podcast members?
I think those girls are like, there's a few of those girls that they're always there on the podcast, and they're always
the same girls.
And they're usually there, and they're usually like, and I guess those are their friends, and they're usually like their rotation for the day. As far as like panelists, because I guess they use them as the panelists with the conversation. You just disgusted by it.
It's just all around. It's just bad. It's just bad. And earlier you mentioned Pastor Todd is not canceled. For me, this Myron person, he's at the point of no return. He disgusts me.
You know what's crazy? They getting paid hella low to talk bullshit, and them boys ain't gonna be canceled. That's the crazy part. People love the toxic shit. Like they're gonna be around for a minute. The same way with your boy. I'm not gonna say his name. KS was.
I told you if I heard that name again, I was walking on.
Don't do that. Don't go. But the same way your boy was shitting on females every night, and they were still hopping on his little live and getting shitted on, regardless of the situation. People love it. And with those guys,
KS is dying out though. I don't know. Like I catch him on my timeline every so often.
We're really about to give him a full 60 seconds.
No, it's just it fizzles out. The shit gets old. You can only do that shit but so long. And I hope the same for Fresh and Fit.
All right. I don't want to continue this.
I'd like to put you and Myron in the room and just a one-on-one.
I mean, she just pretty much called them out just now. Expect the call.
What up, bro?
Yo, Myron, you gonna invite us out to the show? We'll fly out. You don't need to pay for nothing for us. We good.
Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about?
I don't know.
Who is about to?
Oh, you're not trying to fly out?
I don't know.
And go speak your piece?
Manny with the morals. I think he would dance with the devil if you let him.
Whoa,
That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do.
Oh no. Christ, my Jesus only. No.
Amen. And on that note, actually, that's a nice segue.
That was a good segue.
Yeah.
I don't even think he caught it.
I did. I caught it. So today we talking about the wait. We waiting.
But before we even get into it, how long y'all waiting?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I waited till I was 21, and then.
Lauren, how long are you waiting? Because
if we're talking about first time, I was a late bloomer in that regard. But if we talk about dating individuals,
I must be a
wait. Hold on. Could we drop numbers?
Yeah.
Numbers of what?
Like numbers of, like when you lost it.
Oh.
All right, I'll start. I lost it when I was 21. No. Yeah, I lost it when I was 21. No, I lost it when I was 18. 21.
You dead proud of that.
21.
Look at you. Oh, Manny, you always prove that you are as great as we all think you are.
You always prove you are one of fucking one.
No. I wasn't 21. I was like 19. But yeah, I lost it when I was
19.
He changed the age mad time, so I don't know if I believe him.
Nah,
but
19.
You was mad confident before we started recording, saying, "Yo, I was 21."
Nah, because I thought about it. I was 19.
I was 19. I remember that day like the back of my head.
Nah, I remember that day like the back of my head. I remember that day. But anyways, what about you?
So actually, I will say that Manny, we're twinsies.
Oh, you lost at 19? Yeah. 19 crew. Hey.
That was sophomore year in college.
And the Heathen. Would you lost it like you was 10?
No.
What? What's the number?
I was 13.
Damn, nigga. Shit. I was joking.
In my defense, though, I didn't have sex again until I was 18.
Okay.
So
Wait, so you did it once or you kept doing it?
let's just say I
The year you turned 13. You just kept doing it for the whole 13 year? And then when you turned 14, you stopped?
It was literally just one person, though. I wasn't a slut. Literally just one person.
So he kept fucking his whole 13. And then once he turned 14, he was like, all right, I'm good.
I don't think that's how it went. I just think that person.
What grade is 13?
I was like, what? I feel like I was like 6th grade, 7th grade.
8th
13,
grade?
nigga?
Yeah.
I think that I would have been in 8th
No,
grade. when I was
13 is
13.
supposed to be 8th grade, bro. Like 8, 9, maybe 7th.
Is that even high school yet?
Some people
That's not
start-
high school yet.
I was definitely in middle school. I remember that
Yeah.
much.
Nah, 8th grade. No, 13 is definitely middle school. So you probably was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Maybe 8th grade. We going around with 8.
I mean, yeah. Like I said, it's 13, and
oh, you lost your virginity before high school.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't you.
He was like, I'm going into high school with big balls, big
Well,
balls.
I'm sorry. I was looking for love.
That's cute. I just had no interest. It just wasn't like I was just trying to.
Well, you didn't get that little tingle?
I felt like it came. All right, I'm gonna share.
It came?
No pun intended.
Since I never share any stories, I'll share this one. And it's a really interesting story. So
Okay,
When
what's
I-
her name?
Can't do that.
I want to say Sabrina.
Ooh, that name.
I want to say Sabrina. She was my father's girlfriend when I was 13. Daughter.
So your sister. So you
Oh,
fucked your sister when you were 13.
No,
okay,
no.
got it.
She was not my stepmother. This was just a woman that my father was boning, and I was boning her daughter.
Oh, so y'all was doubling.
I wouldn't necessarily call that doubling. My pops didn't even know what was going on.
That's-
I was just a horny ass kid.
Did you tell him after though, like, yo, dad, I porked the daughter?
You know, me and him, we never even got to have that conversation. The most me and my pops ever talked about sex was we were driving home, and he cleaned my closet and found condoms. And it was an awkward conversation because he's driving. He's like, "Oh, you know, I cleaned the closet and found condoms." I started laughing. I know what else to say. I just started laughing. I was like, "Yo, I thought you knew."
Oh.
I thought you knew.
Did he laugh with
he
you?
walked in on me with women in the house, but we were fully clothed. But he walked in on me.
But did he laugh when you laugh, or
No,
he just straight face?
My father was not a laugher.
Oh.
I laughed, and he sat there exactly how I'm looking at you.
What age was that?
At this point, this was like 17, 18.
Oh. So.
Rico needs to learn math as well, everyone, because if we're paying close attention, he said he at 13 and then he waited till 18. So you got
Yeah.
it. Let's get the numbers
What
right.
What does that mean?
Because you
No,
said-
but he had
you-
the condoms just in case it came up. It didn't mean he was doing it.
Yeah.
That's okay. All
Shoot.
right, you got it. You
Your
got
boy,
it.
shoot, I was walking around with a dry condom in my pocket for 5 years.
God damn.
All right, so now that we know,
All in high school, I had a dry condom. I'll never forget that. That was the Trojan, the blue one, the baby blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I was introduced to Magnums, that's what I was sporting in my pocket.
Yeah, the powder blue joints. I had that shit in my wallet all through high school, bro.
Yeah.
those are the ones that Ak was giving out free
What?
at the corners. The
And I
bodega.
think, I think I got that shit. I had it all through high school, and then I had it
All through
high school, and then went 1 year college, and that was it. I finally got the cheeks, and I pulled it out, and that shit was dry as fuck. And then I luckily had 2 packs in the drawer,
God
and I
damn.
went and got them shits because I wasn't ready for that. That night was a surprise. Oh, the excitement of a virgin.
Okay, what I don't want to hear about. All right.
Wow.
But I will admit I did have a Manny moment though when I was in high school. I dated a girl for 1.5 years. We did not have sex. Start to end of the relationship. Never had sex.
But you guys were dry
We
humping.
never did anything, actually.
No phone sex?
No.
Did she show you her thing?
I sucked on a titty.
Oh my God! So y'all had sex?
What?
I mean, you had a sexual experience.
Well, yeah. The fuck? The least I could do is get some titties.
Titty
The
was,
least.
that titty was nice in your mouth, right? Like a newborn baby.
Them tittle bitties.
Them li-
All right. All right.
I'm so sorry.
But on the topic of the fact that I waited a year and a half and got nothing, how long is it a sufficient time to wait?
If I could go back, if I knew,
Lauren, I just want y'all to understand that Lauren is thinking real hard and strong about this
If-
right now.
I'll tell you
is
this.
a puzzling question for her.
I'll tell you this. If I knew that I was going to end up with my wife that I have
Oh
now,
my God.
Oh, holy shit.
I would have waited.
My God, why is he doing this again?
I would have waited.
You know what? I'm going to actually
Like Keisha
challenge.
Cole said, I should have waited.
Nah, I think that that's really
Oh,
cute,
cheated.
and I think
Get
that
him,
that's
Lauren.
really polite and all that. But and this is a little critical. I'm sorry, guys, but just my personal sentiment is people who go on to marry the same person that they lost their virginity to. They've had one sexual partner. I personally kind of I look at them side-eyed. I don't know that you can have like the most optimal sexual experience if you've only been with one person from the time you were 19 or younger.
First of all, there's already so much that comes with being somebody's first. There's so much pressures that come with that. So now you're telling me that it's a beautiful thing in theory to have married your first everything. But in all actuality, all that means is for the person who it's not their first, until the day comes, God forbid it ever does, all they're going to ever think about is, damn, it's only a matter of time before that person's curious about what's on the other side.
Of the wall.
I would think so. I agree.
I naturally, because we are curious creatures. We crave. One of the best things my brother ever told me when he got married was that, because my brother, I want to be clear, my brother was a slut. There's no better way of saying it. My brother was a slut. And he said, yo, I did it all. There's nothing for me to question. There's nothing for me to debate about. There's nothing that I have no curiosity because I've had my fun. I've literally done whatever I wanted to do. I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had my fun too.
Manny, stop, please. Please.
Okay,
Please.
One time I held this girl's hand after church. It
Yeah.
was wild.
You know, she held my hand and I think I jizzed a little. The fuck out of here.
Look, I'm sorry, savages.
Do you guys think there's still men out there, like, speak on behalf of the male community? There's still guys out there who optimally would have married, want their wife to lose their virginity to them, like in an optimal world.
Because it's a great experience.
Because
y'all can ooh and ah together.
Wait.
When we were younger, when we were in our 16 to 20, right? Like every guy loved the idea of getting the virgin, right? The virgin's my girl. I'm the only guy that she's ever fucked. Do you guys think there's still guys out there who look towards that?
My last girlfriend, I was her first, literally everything. And I would never do that again.
Yeah. That's a lot of
never
pressure.
do that again.
That's a lot.
I would never. I rather you have a rap sheet. I rather you go out, live your life. To be completely transparent with you guys, in that relationship, there was a point when we did take some time apart, and I did tell her like, "Yo, go live your life." Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear about it. I would hate to hear about it. I don't want to think about it, but I'd rather you do that. See what's on the other side. Say, okay, this is for you. And then come back, than to wonder. Because wondering is only gonna build curiosity. Curiosity builds obsession. Obsession causes you to, in turn, cheat. And I'm team no cheating. So I rather.
I'm sorry. If the cheating's in you, nigga, it's in you. That's it.
Facts.
If the cheating's in you, I don't even want to hear the curiosity bullshit, bro. Yo.
I'll say yes and no. I feel like that's debatable. Because at the end of the day, if you are curious and you start to entertain the thought, it's cause and effect.
It's not just about cheating. It's about, you can have a partner, your husband. I can be a woman. I can have a husband, and maybe I truly believe he wouldn't cheat, and maybe he would never cheat. But you still feel that chemistry, that he has interest other places. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it loses its luster between the two of you. He doesn't have to actually cheat, but it sucks just as much to know that he's thinking about other things.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, nobody can sit and be like, yo, they don't be on the gram sometimes, or you scroll and be like,
No. Just
some people consider that cheating.
I'm talking about if you've romanticized the thought of what might be on the other side of the door, you're already digging yourself a hole. Mm-hmm. You're already digging yourself a hole.
Or you can make sure you get it all out of your system, and when you find your partner, you're there, and you're like, you know what the streets look like,
exactly.
So you don't need that.
You're familiar.
And going back to Rico's original question, I think Rico asked, like, what is the right time frame?
Yeah,
right?
We keep getting off topic.
Yeah. So I had to sit here and kind of think about it, and I think my first partner, he waited a period. He was my boyfriend. It was, some substantial amount of time.
Have you ever made somebody wait? Or do you make
beyond that person I lost my virginity to? After that is strictly vibes. It's strictly chemistry. I'm saying like since then, and it only gets like more vibey. Like, I'm not if we go out on I'm not always gonna say like the first date or nothing like that, but if it's wild, I have a magnificent time, like what's the nightcap like, we going back to the crib, like, then I'm also a very busy person. It's not like I have time to be screwing all these people, but if I find the time, it's a vibe, let's see if the vibe is in the bedroom too. I don't understand why wait.
Fair point. I think I've averaged in my life 50-50 on waiting and not waiting. Like, whether it's happened like right away when I vibe with that person, or we've waited a little, like the person's made me wait a little.
Do you think, is that more, I would imagine it's more driven by the woman's cue, or do you feel like you as the man have had more say in that?
Had more say? Probably no. If I like a girl, especially because of so many different stigmas that come with being a single guy, being a guy in airlines, and like so many categories that I've fallen under. If I really vibe with a girl and I really like her after going out with her, I probably won't even try anything after the first date. Yeah,
but if you think there's a chance, if she's if she's rubbing the knee a little bit, you're gonna say no.
No. I'm not denying. If it's in my face, if it's in my face, I'm not gonna deny it. Yeah. What am I, a Mormon? No, but if the chemistry is there, then so be it. But I'm not active. Like, if I vibe with that person, not even on a sexual point, but just on genuine intimacy, not even sexual intimacy, but just genuine, I'm not actively trying to sleep with that person on the first date, because I don't want to get pulled into that stigma of, oh,
so yeah, does that mean that if
you're a fuckboy, I know you.
Does that mean if you're not vibing, you will try to fuck?
I'll make the day worth it.
All right, this is gonna be the fuckboy response. I initially went out on a date with you because I was attracted to you. If I don't see it going anywhere, but sexual chemistry is there, then so be it. And I'm unfortunately to say that is the fuckboy response.
I don't think that makes you a fuckboy. It's all the other things about you that make you a fuckboy, but not that. Manny, can you bring this back to the topic? What do we? So we're talking about the weight as it pertains to who or what.
So, like, for example,
and get away from this whole when y'all lose the virginity.
When I met, when I met my wife, we had the conversation, and we waited until we got married.
You didn't get the draws till wedding night?
He's like, we did a little bit.
I'm not buying it.
No, I'm serious.
And how long was that? How long were y'all together before?
Y'all got married?
Together about a year, going into 2 years before I proposed, and
not even after.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
come on, you got
little things was done. Like we.
Something. Ain't no way.
I can't kiss and tell with that. But
good answer.
I can't kiss and tell.
He's learning, people. In 2022, he's not getting locked out.
Nah.
He's doing good. We made it.
But we really ultimately waited, and it was something that and one of the books that actually helped us, and something I do recommend for people is premarital counseling, but we're not there yet. As far as people, we read the book The Wait.
Womp womp. That's that Megan Good thing?
Yes, Megan Good and Devon Franklin.
Oh.
And like and you know what's crazy? A lot of people are like, oh my God, they broke up. So now they feel like the book was a sham, and it's like, it's not a sham. It's all about how it spoke to you. Just because they detailed their experience, and I read that book from front to back, and it started with, I don't remember if it was her point of view first and his point of view second, or vice versa, but it begins with her. Oh no, it was a back and forth. So it would start with her, then him, then her, then him, and then it was like split throughout the whole book. So it was
Yo, I love and I hate when Manny explains things, because he makes it sound so good, but Manny ain't just say shit just now. I don't know nothing about the damn book. That was a terrible summary.
What is it?
The summary of the book is about them meeting and them eventually getting to the place of them becoming one, their union, married, and what they did, and the temptations.
So it gives both of their perspectives.
They're both of their perspectives, yeah. So they talk about, so at the beginning of the book, they talk about how they even met, and I think they met on a set somewhere, a set of some show or movie or something.
Okay.
And they were introduced or something like that. And then they talk about how their first date went, and then how they built, and then they started, the whole, there was times where they'd kind of start sleeping over, but then someone would have to go to the couch, or because it was just like they were talking about their temptation points. Yeah. And it was just you kind of understood that. I
think that he's lame. I think she's lame. I think that concept is lame. What? I think if I'm an adult and I'm a consenting adult, if I want to have sex, I'm going to have sex. However, I think where people get it messed up, and this maybe plays into the fuckboy thing, I think people who place so much emotion into the action of sex need all of that, right? Like, I don't think the first time you have sex has to be like this emotional filled thing and this follow up, or what does this mean for the rest of our relationship? It's just an action. And particularly women, but maybe I need to apply this to men too, if they can kind of separate the emotion a bit from just the action until the emotion naturally gets there.
No, but the thing is that
I think their situation in particular was a lot more spiritual than emotional.
Because their thing was,
and the Bible doesn't even literally say to wait until marriage. But go ahead.
Oh Lord,
I'm
not even gonna jump into that. You got people watching this right now, probably like, girl,
I'm not getting into it because I don't have.
No,
I don't
but
have
here's my thing. Their thing was about getting closer to God, and that was what my purpose was, and my wife's purpose was, and it was just the whole aspect of just waiting. And this is something, and it's very good because I can say this, because often, and they talk about it in the book, when people argue and they bicker, what happens? When they make up, or they'll make up sex,
I don't think sex should be used that way either. Yeah.
It shouldn't, but a lot of people do. But one of the messages they brought was conversation, talking, getting to know each other, and really not using sex as an outlet to conceal like differences. And that was one of the things that I took from that book. And like me and my wife, if we disagree on something, we can literally sit there, talk about it, and be done. Or we could sit in a room and I always want to be all over her. I'm always pinching her and stuff like that. But it's like I could play around with my wife and it doesn't always have to be lost in sexual transmission, if you could kind of say.
I'm a spiritual person, but I'm still man.
Yeah, I'm a man talking on it.
No. I'm not saying that you're not. Okay, yeah, all right, yes. But the point that I'm trying to make is that what if I wait and it ain't what it's cracked up to be?
I used to think that, and I'll say this. I thought that way too. I thought that way too. But you know what it is?
Like, what if you wait? Like, I'm happy that things worked out for you. But imagine you wait and you
the
realize,
pum dry like the Sahara Desert.
Pum not ton up.
Dry.
Good
Listen,
up, not good up.
Then both of y'all need to take a honey pack. But anyway.
Yeah, I got 2 packs. I got 2 packs in the house.
Yo,
I've never used.
Son, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That honey pack,
I haven't used it yet. I haven't had no reason to use it.
God bless my brother Anthony. The honey pack. Anyways,
But yeah, imagine
Lauren.
y'all are just not.
You know what the honey pack is?
I don't. I'm afraid to say this. I don't.
I need certain people to introduce you to the honey pack.
I have 2 in the house. I'll send you one because I've had it since Christmas.
Okay, there's a female honey pack and there's a male honey pack. Okay, all I gotta say is, hold on.
Anyways, I don't know.
What is this?
Nah,
This is what happens when you wait to have sex when you're married.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Results may vary.
oh whoa, they're their children.
But yeah, imagine y'all are not sexually compatible and you find this out after marriage.
But that's what comes to the whole conversation. Because the thing is, nothing said that you can't talk about sex.
Okay.
That still makes me want to have sex. And chances are, I feel like if I was playing that game with a man, we gonna wait. I just think in today's day and age, that means he's out there fucking somebody else. He's coming and sitting with me on the couch and having a conversation, but he's fucking.
But what if he's really just really waiting there with you?
Maybe. I don't,
Like, all right,
have that much faith.
all right.
I'll say this.
If you met a man right now, oh, you know what? Better yet, because we could talk about this now, right? Because you met a good man.
Yes.
We could talk about that right now, man. Copy.
Well, I guess so. Yes, I suppose we can. Yes.
So you met a good man.
A good man.
Yeah.
What a man. What a man.
Yeah.
What a man.
It's tall ass.
Can't sing.
But listen, yo. So check this. Say he woke up today and had a premonition, something, whatever you want to call it, and says, "Babe, let's wait till I decide that I want to make you my wife."
I can that's different because I know that the goods work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that the shit is.
But say you
Like going forward. We've already done this. But
going forward, I know the meat gonna be good and tender.
Yeah, I'm like, is there an end? Like, when are we gonna? You know, like as long as there's a plan behind.
But say y'all met and never did that, and he came at you with that energy from day one.
No, it's not for me.
And that's fucked up.
And that's early.
So you would have
enough.
missed out on all that goodness.
I would be curious. I'm like, well, is something wrong? Like, what? That's
Okay,
weird.
would you need to see it to stick around?
All right, here's what
No, I need everything. It's not just the size of the ship. It's the flow of the motion of the ocean. It's all of it.
But you could teach him that when y'all get married.
This is how my mind is different from you. When I date people, I literally want to hear about their slut stories. Like, I want to know about a time like you dug a bee out like in a parking lot.
Lauren's like a dark skinned dude in a light skinned girl's body.
No, you know it's crazy because I've heard this. I've heard this before, and every time we get to sharing and I share, everything goes to shit.
Go ahead.
I don't like
Rico.
sharing stories.
No, Rico, come on, give us one.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Absolutely not.
You try to get Rico set up.
Absolutely not. Every single time. Oh no, let's talk about stories. I like to hear those stories. Blah blah blah. That's in the past now. So tell me your stories. All right. So there was this one time, I smacked her with my shit. What?
Yo, hold up, Rico. Since we talking about stories, let's get back to that damn story with the shit on your face. I want to get to that damn story since we talking about.
Yeah, you ain't forget about that shit.
Hell no, nigga, I've been waiting.
But to that point, like I feel like you don't know what you like and you dislike if you haven't been exploratory, and a lot of times it takes like different partners to like show you new things. You never even would think like. I think the spit slapping is a strong example, but you don't know if you like ass eating.
Did you tell him that story as your slut story?
Yeah. Yes.
You fucking lying.
No, because that implies that you're implying that that's not the person who did it. Like you never know. It's a lot of complication around that.
Fair argument.
What? I'm grown. We grown. What's up? What time is it?
Yo, everything amazes Manny. I don't get it.
No,
because Manny waited till marriage to have sex.
Results
That's why this is so amazing.
No, I did not wait till marriage to have sex. I waited till marriage to have sex with my wife.
And had one partner before that, who he bought Beyonce tickets for. $500 Beyonce tickets.
First of all,
what's up, Manny?
Yeah, she got Beyonce tickets.
Oh no, we not.
But my wife got the ring. You heard?
Okay.
My wife got the ring.
Great. All right. Moving forward. We're not about to get into this again. But yeah. I'll say this. I'd be open to kind of like the example that you gave. I would be open to being abstinent with my significant other after a period of time that we've been doing some things with intent of whatever our plans are. What are we being abstinent for? Is it for marriage, whatever the case may be? Is it to become closer to God? Cool, no problem. But I gotta test it.
If I was a man, I would be afraid of that because I feel like women start to hear that, and then kind of what he was saying, Manny was saying, that starts to hold the pussy hostage. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not having sex with you until marriage.
That would never be my idea.
Yeah,
I need to be very clear.
But women. I wouldn't be surprised if there's women out here thinking like that. This will speed up me getting a ring or whatever. Like, no, a ring got to come organically, sex or not.
True, but I'm talking from a spiritual sense. I'm not talking about we're waiting for you to get the ring. No,
yo, I really want to I'm gonna go hunting. I want to find somebody that literally has not had sex since the day they was born. Like I'm gonna try to go find that person. If y'all know anybody that have never had sex at all their whole life, please let us know. Cause we gonna try. I want to get them on the show. We want to have that conversation. We want to know
adults,
what they've done.
Please, not children. Adults.
Like grown.
21 and over.
21 and over.
Please.
I really want to meet that person. And I'm talking about they've had girlfriends. They've had.
Like you've been actively.
Yeah, you've been actively dating and stuff like that. I want to visit that story. I'll make a story around you.
You've been actively dating and you ain't getting no cheeks.
I think we all know. I just thought that we might all know someone who probably has never had sex. Wait. But I'm thinking of someone in particular that we all know.
Oh no. Hey, I'm not even gonna finish the sentence.
Yeah. Please, you know somebody. I'm convinced. I know that we know somebody.
You think?
Yeah. No.
You don't think he?
No.
That would be interesting.
Because like you said, Manny was saying earlier, after a man's had sex with someone, he walks different. Maybe you said that. You walk different, you talk different.
Your whole swagger is different.
Yeah. Your throat a little more, your voice a little more stronger.
Like you start talking like Kanye. Like I hate you had to start here. You know.
Yo, you know what's
It
crazy?
only goes downhill from here.
You know what's crazy? I had this conversation and somebody said after the first time you have sex, you feel like you are invincible, like you could any girl in the world. Yeah. Like you really walk out the room like, yo, I'm about to hit up. I could do anyone.
As fucked up as this sounds, every single girl that I've slept with up till now has boosted my confidence by 50s, by hundreds, and thousands. So my confidence is very high.
But you know also too, you man laid back. You like a you know that fish?
I mean, I have confidence generally.
You know that fish that has that
I don't know what he.
No, hold on.
Fish.
Yeah. Hold on. No,
I don't know why you're comparing me to a fish.
There's a
bro. I don't know why you're comparing me to a fish.
I'm talking about your. So there's this fish. It's a glowfish. So basically, there's this. It has this tip that comes out. It's like a glow. It glows. And it attracts other fish. And once they come to it and they like swim around it, it just comes out and it's dope. It's like that.
That's the best comparison that you could give.
I mean, you like a panther.
A panther?
You be in the dark just waiting.
I wanted to add one more thing about the Megan Good thing. And I don't know I think a lot of people don't agree with me. I just think her nature is a little corny. Nothing wrong with that, but you know. Did you guys find it interesting? Did you see the pictures on social media of her sitting courtside at the NBA game wearing a shirt that said Miss Good if you're nasty? Right?
Yeah, I actually
and it was it was giving me baiting vibes, like in her own like sitting courtside, NBA, newly divorced.
Here's what I say. Here's what I'll say that I noticed. I will say that in the time between the time of Megan Good prior to being married to Megan Good being married and her now newly being back on the market again, Megan Good prior to being married was a very I don't know, scandalous. Not scandalous, because I feel like that's the wrong word I want to use.
I love the cousin.
That's how I felt. I agree. I would say she was like.
I love the cousin
a little scanty, a little sexy, a little liberal.
And then after she got married, literally every role. I'm a movie junkie. Every role that she played during her marriage was very reserved.
Yeah,
very conservative, very reserved.
Until the other day when she was staring down that cheek.
And then
the gooch.
And then they got divorced. And then the show, what's that show on Amazon Prime? Girls or something like that?
Harlem.
Harlem came out. I actually watched the series. Actually a pretty interesting series.
And she stared down the gooch and said nope.
And I was seeing Megan Good prior to marriage energy all over again. So I think to a certain degree in her marriage, she was probably denying a piece of herself. So do
you think that she only changed because of the man, but not because she really wanted to get closer to God?
No, I don't deny that she wanted to get close to God at all. But I feel like
she wanted to do it her way.
Yes, I felt like she was withholding a part of herself to please the man that she met, because he is a man of God. And
it's so for once, right? Rico actually perfectly articulated what I've been trying to express to people for a long time about her. Because a lot of people have told me like I'm such a hater, and I'm like, something about this just gave disingenuity. It reminds me of and not to get sidetracked, but it's kind of like Adrienne Bailon, the chick from the Talk or something. She also has like a religious husband, and I think she buttoned up a little bit. And to be really honest, Ciara gives me that. I don't think like the Ciara we knew pre-Russell.
But Ciara still be out here.
Yeah,
she does do a little.
She still do her little, cause he still lets her, cause he knows that her sex appeal was her identity in the industry as well.
And I don't think she's denying any piece of herself.
He didn't take anything.
I do feel like Megan Good denied a piece of herself to get the man that she wanted in the time that she thought that was the man that she wanted. And in turn, probably she was wrong. I could be wrong too. This is just my theory.
Just observation.
Yeah, this is my observation. But but this goes back to what I was saying earlier about knowing yourself, knowing what you want, exploring, quite like what you said, exploring, have fun, date, learn what you like, learn what you don't like. It's like people love to point out the negatives of it. Oh, you're a savage, you do this, that, and third. But I can say that I've experienced that while you question it.
Actually, now the flip side of that, right, is I'm gonna bring up, mom and dad, Beyonce and Hove, right? I feel like they probably, I would assume they had some type of a waiting situation, only because Beyonce's so much younger than he was at the time that they started dating, and she seems a little conservative in that regard, and she's from the South. We don't know, which is dope in itself. They keep it their business.
Houston.
But I feel like that worked out in their favor.
Yo, that's the first time you ain't say Houston.
Sorry, I threw up.
She ain't throw up her.
I did. I threw it up. You didn't see it.
Oh, my fault.
H-Town, baby.
Yeah, no, but you ain't say it though, because usually you be like Houston, H-Town.
Oh, shut up. But I just,
All right.
I don't know.
I would love to live in Houston. I just don't like snakes.
I've never seen a snake in
Really?
Houston ever.
They're
They're there.
heard
but I didn't
anyone
see
say anything about a snake in Houston.
Nah, like that's one reason why I wouldn't like. I wouldn't want to live in Florida or nothing because there's like snakes and shit.
Yeah.
You don't think Beyonce?
She made them wait, and it worked out for them. So
You sure?
Yeah, it worked
I don't know. Like,
Well, what matters is it worked out,
You
and
talking about?
nobody knows anything.
yeah.
and I'll say this about their relationship. Their relationship has been so like they're so private in a sense. Like they live like somebody was saying they live like regular people. Somebody that's close to them, like yo, they really live like regular people.
They probably do. They are regular people
Yeah, but like they
with a
don't.
lot of money.
Yeah, but like the way they live, the way they are with their kids, and it's like even Kanye. They're like, yo, Kanye at one time, from what I was told, like he didn't want to do like the security thing. Like he actually wanted to. He type person like he want to hop on the train and take the train regular, like
Yeah,
regular day.
that sounds like Kanye.
Like they was the Miami Heat or something. You remember when Miami Heat came to New York and LeBron was at the train station with all the dudes?
Yeah.
Like that's dope. Like I respect that. Like to just be a regular person. But wow. But well, I waited till I was married. You ain't waiting because you got to know what the goods. And Lauren, she basically said, "Fuck all that." Wait, so you gonna tell us this story? Because now you hinted back to it.
I'm sorry. I messed up. No,
You gonna
I
tell a
didn't.
story?
No. Just because I am liberal doesn't mean every story is for the streets, Manny.
Oh, nah, I didn't know because you referred back to it. I wasn't even talking about that.
I
Yeah,
did.
you spun the block on it.
Yeah,
All right,
you brought it full circle to you.
I'm not
like,
gonna hold it. I'm not.
You
gonna
like you wanted to end the podcast that hey.
This is how it go. No. That's not what I was saying. It's not.
Yo, my man's
I've
actually.
I've
yo,
had enough of y'all.
one of my mans actually told me he like his girl spitting in his mouth. Like
What's the rise of that? What does that?
some people are really I've been reading
I've
on
had-
this.
I've
Some
had a
people
girl-
are really nasty. Some people.
I've had a girl ask me to do that, and that shit was strange to me. I did it, but I
Well,
was like,
sometimes, like, what if
but
you,
I was a little like, again, what happens now?
I mean, it's
you
kind
guys
of like
have
the,
never experienced dry mouth during intimacy where one of you, like you stop for a water break maybe, but
Yeah.
maybe in lieu of a water bottle, you use somebody else's saliva.
What?
All right. No. Like, okay, if just for example,
So
this
the
is a
spit
scenario I can
supposed to be
imagine.
hydration.
To moisten the mouth so you can continue doing whatever you were doing with your mouth.
oh, like tongue kissing with the person.
No. Okay, I caught it. I get it.
Like slobbing on the knob, like corn on the cob.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I caught it. Manny, come on.
well, a female would have to do that.
But that's why majority of the time you're spitting in the female's mouth. Very rare do I ever hear like women spit in guys' mouths.
But it could work that way too, I'd imagine.
I don't know. I have no interest in that.
Yo, as a gift, Rico and I are gonna give you the honey pack for the male and female?
Yeah, I have one in the crib. I got
Like,
I don't know what this is.
Well,
I'm so excited.
It's for the guy. So
it's mostly for the guy, but for female, it takes 30 minutes to kick in for y'all too. But that shit crazy.
The one I have is for the mister. So
that honey pack.
Mix it with some water.
That's it. Just
What?
watch it.
Nah, put some Henny on that thing, man.
Mix it. Trust me, Manny got married.
Mix it with the Henny.
Manny
and
started having
stir
sex
it.
when he got married. Trust me, just mix some water. Trust me, some water.
I'm gonna start with water. We're gonna start.
Yo, put some Henny on that thing, man. Put some juice in there. Right.
Manny trying to turn you into a crackhead.
Yo, I'm telling you that honey pack.
Okay.
That honey pack.
The honey
Okay.
pack. Are we getting paid for this endorsement?
Yo, if the
Like, what's up?
yo, honey pack, what's up, baby?
Shit.
You trying to take me out to dinner?
Oh my god.
On that note,
Yeah. Well,
guys,
this has been really fun.
it's been amazing. This was a great chat. It's very interesting and very insightful. Guys, I'm growing up.
I see it.
I'm growing up.
I almost didn't want to believe it, but I see
Be
it.
prepared to hear some enlightening, enlightful. What's the word that I'm looking for? Somebody help me.
Insightful.
Insightful,
Yep.
uplifting content for me.
Yo, it does sound like this nigga is growing. Nigga using big ass words.
I'm trying to access my bigger and better self. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what word I just realized that you left in 2021?
I literally just said it earlier.
What, transparency?
Yeah, I literally. Said
Oh, I didn't hear when you said full transparency.
I said it twice.
Oh, well,
never going
guess
anywhere.
that word ain't never gonna die. But guys, yo, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. This season's gonna be pretty dope. We got God's sister with us, man. It's gonna be raunchy. We're gonna be talking our shit. But thank you for tuning in to the good,
The bad.
The ugly.
peace.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.